Part 1. White Clouds. Horsebow Moon. Rumors of a Reaper. As cold air begins to creep in from the north of Fargus, Fodlan welcomes the riches of fall. The women spend their days reaping the golden fields, gratefully embracing the bounty the goddess has once again provided. The men venture into the wilds with horse bows and empty sacks ready to be filled with game.
Rest in peace, Bambi's dead. The saga of the deer continues. The male deer is now dead.
As I believe you are already aware, Seteth's younger sister Flame has gone missing. At present, all we know for certain is that she has not left Garreg Mach.
Flame is not the type of person to just wander off on her own without telling me where she is going. We have searched the monastery thoroughly, but have found nothing. I am now mobilizing the knights to begin searching the town. Troubling rumors have been running rampant lately. I do not wish to consider the worst, but...
There are rumors of someone prowling the streets and attacking innocents night after night. The knights have investigated the matter. They have not discovered any remains, nor have they found any concrete evidence.
The people are panicked. They all insist someone called the Death Knight is coming to claim their souls with his blade. There is no way she could have escaped unscathed if she were captured by such a fiend. Where is she?
Seteth, recall that impatience begets error. Please do your best to calm yourself. I think of your sister as family as well. You know that. You have my support. We will devote ourselves fully, mind, body, and soul to recovering her. Professor, your mission for this month is to help find Flame. The knights have the town covered, so I ask that you focus your efforts on searching the monastery again. We do not have time to waste. You have your orders.
Now here is a hilarious part of yeah, I wish Byleth would just go at that idiot again. Yeah. So number one, we're going to have to fight the Death Knight again at the end of this month, which this time we're gonna have killer scythes, not killer scythes, killer lances. So that's gonna be no issue at all whatsoever. Even without Dimitri, because we will not be able to use our house leader in this battle. So we're gonna have to make sure we give the Chalice of Beginnings to somebody else. More importantly though, I love that she says we do not have time to waste, and the game makes it out as if this is super urgent and you need to find Flame immediately. You can still spend the entire month dawdling along even after you found out where she is. And nothing bad will happen. Nothing. If you do decide to go after her right away, you will get a special item, which is otherwise very, very hard to get. But you can just dawdle the entire month away, and as a matter of fact, I would encourage you to do so, because you'll be able to do battles, you'll be able to have meals, you'll be able to have tea time, etc., etc., etc. Do use that month. Like, don't stress out. You don't actually need to rush.
Flame has disappeared? Seteth must be beside himself.
So, finding little Flame is our mission for this moon? Leave it to me, Professor. Chasing after girls is my specialty.
Sylvain, even you must agree that now isn't the time for jokes. I hope Flame is okay. I've heard rumors about some Death Knight running around
You've already
town.
met him, Annette.
Sounds intriguing. I have been hoping to cross blades.
You've already met him.
Felix, please consider how Seteth must be feeling right now.
In any case, we must start our search at once. Every moment matters. On your order, Professor, let's try to collect as much information as we can.
But yeah, it doesn't matter. You can take your time. You can take the entire month.
I'm on the lookout for suspicious individuals. The only place I've yet to check is the library. As you wish. Who is that? No, it isn't. Impossible.
Professor, Dedu, what are you up to at this hour?
Your Highness, my apologies.
Oh, none necessary. I'm sorry for startling you. I was just doing some research. But I'm just about finished. I didn't realize how late it had gotten. We'd better head back to our quarters, Dedu. Until tomorrow, Professor.
A most unusual man. Whatever could he have been looking for so late at night? That book is quite askew. He must have rushed to put it back upon the shelf. It seems to be a record of donations from nobility. Arundel. That's not a name I know. But look at that. This Arundel gave quite a sum each year. That is, until the year 1174. He must have died or fallen to financial woe. I can't imagine what this has to do with Flame.
We will actually find out, not what it has to do with Flame, but what it has to do in general with why Dimitri was searching for information. And we're actually going to look at the hint as soon as we have birthday tea with Petra. Host tea party, let's go.
You have my thanks for giving me your
Best
spare
girl,
time.
let's go.
This tea is smelling wonderful. It is my favorite for drinking. I have gratitude. Perfect temperature. Yes.
Alright, monastery rules, probably? Yes.
Yes. What?
Plans for the future.
Inspirational. What?
I'm pretty sure she would be interested in strange fish in the pond.
Inspirational. If you are having problems, I am happy to be
Oh,
listening.
thank you. Byleth immediately comes up with an entire laundry list of problems. I am picturing Byleth just sitting there crying her eyes out over everything that has happened this year.
I will be waiting happily for you to be inviting me again.
I love you, Petra. Please don't ever change. Alright, there we go. Now, remember that Sophis said it was the year 1174 when Arundel stopped giving money. 1176 was the tragedy of Dusker. And if you find out, if you go to Edelgard's biography, you will also find out that 1174, I'm not entirely sure if it was the year she left Adrestia or the year she came back to Adrestia. I believe it was the year she returned to the Empire, because what happened is Emperor Ionius was basically trying to revamp the consort system that existed at the time, and this is actually based on a real-life system where the king would basically be allowed to take consorts in addition to his normal wife, and in return the family of the consort would get special privileges. Ionius was trying to take those away, and Arundel, who was the family of one of those consorts and the uncle of Edelgard, he basically decided, this is not going to end well. I'm gonna take my daughter and I'm gonna get out of here. 1174 was the year he returned. And there's a very good reason for that. Why both his return and his stopping of the nations coincided. I don't really want to go into all the supports right now because we only have like half an hour left and I don't want to sit here just watching supports. So let's just see for now. Does anybody need any repairs, upgrades, etc.? He needs to ditch this. He needs a vulnerary. Oops. Let's go. I think we should actually give the accuracy ring to somebody who is an archer. So let's give it to him. Let's double check our abilities to see that we don't have anything that needs to be changed. We can actually give him authority. That's going to be much more useful. Yeah, magic +2, I'll take that. Sorry, I'll take rally resistance. Okay. Certifications, let's see. Ash needs to get into Archer. Perfect. She needs to get into Mage. Now you might want to say, why not Priest for Mercedes? The reason why we're going Mage is because Mage gives you Fiendish Blow when you master it, which gives you magic attack +6. So that's why every single one of my mages goes into the Mage class rather than the Priest class. Alright, she is good to go. Yeah, pretty much Mage class has advantages over Priest all the time. I don't even remember what exactly you get for mastering Priest. For Bishop, there is I think the main difference is, if I remember correctly, Mage gives you more level up for actual magic attack, whereas Priest gives you more bonus to resistance. And let me actually look up what the mastery is for Priest. For mastery, the Priest is Miracle, which occasionally will give you the chance to survive a lethal hit. But Miracle is dependent on your luck stat. And if we look at the luck scores for our two mages, for Mercedes that's 8 and for Annette it's 11. So that would be an 8% or 11% chance to survive a deadly hit. So that is not worth it. Once you get to the advanced classes, it is worth to put your healers into Bishop and your mages into Warlock, because the advanced classes double your magic uses for that specific category. So Warlock gives you double reason spells, and Bishop gives you double healing spells, which is very important because healing spells also include utility spells like Warp and Warp, Ward, and there was another one, Rescue. So it's actually really useful to have more of those, whereas, and also Physic, if you can chuck Physic halfway across the map, that's also very useful to have more uses of that. But for Mage and Priest, it's really best to just go with Mage. It only requires a C in Magic, so that's fine. Anyway, let's have a look at our goals real quick. But these should all be fine. We just double checked them the last time. We are actually not going to have an instruction yet, but we do probably want to fight here because we will have a rare monster sighting. The rare monsters are the ones that can actually drop the sacred weapons. So we do actually want to battle in this week. So we're going to use this week with its Hunting Festival meal event to boost some supports and to get more people motivated, and then maybe possibly even recruit somebody for the first time in a while. And then we're going to battle here, get the rare monster side, and get our first sacred weapon, and potentially do our if we can get to C+, I think we have 2 battle points, so we might actually be able to get our quest battle out of the way as well. And we could theoretically also do War for the Weak, which is the first paralogue that becomes available in the entire game. It's the Deuce paralogue. Absolutely do play the Deuce paralogue, please. If you're playing Azure Moon, do his paralogue eventually, sometime before the time skip, because if you don't do it, the Dew will die. I'm going to spoil this right now. It's the only time that a character can die if you do not do their quest line, or there's a their paralogue line. So please do this paralogue if you're playing Azure Moon. But do not do it in Chapter 6, because chances are you will need people in high move classes in order to successfully complete this paralogue, and chances are you do not have the high move classes just yet. So I'm only gonna do this after we get Byleth onto a Pegasus at least. So yeah. Anyway, we're going to explore. Let's get started.
Oh my. Just one small girl who's gone astray has caused all this. We cannot let this stand. You must do all you can to find out where she's gone.
A small girl is actually kind of important.
Now ask around to see what information you can find. Come now, no time to
And
waste.
if you knew who she was, you probably would want us to get her as well. Quest list. So this is the one we absolutely have to do. This is fine, this is fine. Okay. Oh. Oh, nice! Support with Petra. Yes, let's do it.
Professor, I am not understanding where the meaning is here. When and how is this expression used? I fell for it. No, that is what you say when your body is feeling unwell. The expression is, I fell for it.
I love how you can just play
Thank
completely
you,
dumb.
I finally have understanding. Can I ask you about another word? The one that is written here. Is something on my face?
Nah, we're gonna go if you're so enthusiastic.
I am without much time to study. I must use my time with wisdom. Is that really what you are thinking? Or maybe you have curiosity about the mark on my face. You are already knowing that I am from Bridget. This is a mark from Bridget. It is a prayer to the forest spirits, a prayer to be protected. Hunters ask the forest spirits to have safe and bountiful hunting. There are many spirits in Bridget. I have more marks on my arms and back. They are prayers for my family's health and triumph. Are you wanting to see them?
Kind of appropriate for a student to ask that of a professor, and you do actually get support points if you say no, but thank you.
Oh, I have understanding.
Or you used to, at least.
Gratitude for you, Professor. You always listen with patience. I can read and understand the language of Fodlan, but to speak it gives me difficulty. I hope I will keep having your support, and I will give you my support too, with my whole heart. I have things that I cannot fail to accomplish.
Let's do our best.
Yes, we will keep walking forward.
Okay. C support, that's good. Not good enough to recruit her, but it's a good start. Let's see, let's go to Abyss, let's see what the Ashen Wolves have to say. And the Abyss Keeper, of course. I think all of our Ashen Wolves are fully motivated, so we don't really need to check if they have if we have any items that they could use. And this time the tournament gives us a Steel X Plus, which we don't really need. Oh, Constance could use an item. Okay, we'll motivate Constance, no problem.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. Someone's gone missing up top. And guess what? Because of that, this backup guy is still here. Ah! Can't catch a break, can I? The investigation may be over, but I thought it best to stay by your side a bit longer. You hear that? Mr. Backup is here voluntarily. I guess that's okay. He's actually not so bad.
Ah, these two.
Well, did you see the man with the sickle? He looked like death itself. I saw him at the end of the road, but he stepped around a corner and out of sight. I think he used some kind of secret passage.
Alright. That sounds mysterious.
First the knights, then some monk. Now a teacher? Church setting up a punchline for a joke or what? Some old guy with a staff or something. Big deal.
Who do we know in the monastery who's an old guy with a staff? This will be relevant, I think, in chapter 8, if I remember correctly. Alright, let's go. Let's see who we have down here.
What kind of scumbag would kidnap poor Flame? She must feel so scared and helpless right now. I hope she's okay. Not really. I just know what it's like to be in that situation. I was kidnapped once, you know. Hopefully we get her back safely.
Yep, and that did not turn out well for Happy at all.
You looking for someone? Huh. Try asking Yuri. He's good with stuff like that. I'm better at hitting things than finding them. Honestly, I didn't even know Sedith had a sister. If you figure out where she is and need some muscle, just holler. We all have our strengths. For me, my strength is my
Balthus,
strength.
please. Pay more attention.
Nah. Looking for Flame? Some knights came looking a bit ago, too. I did some of my own hunting, but didn't find any promising leads. I even had some of my people search for her throughout the underground. To no avail. Think about it. The monastery is some 1,000 years old. Who knows how many hidden passageways exist? She could be here, or anywhere, really.
Yeah, that's a good point. At least Balthus knows what he's good at. And he's not shy about saying it. He's like, I don't know shit about anything else, but I do know how to fight, so call me when you need muscle. Which, I can respect that.
As soon as word spread of Flame's disappearance, the knights burst into Abyss. We tend to be the first suspects when these things happen, you see. I suppose it's little surprise when there are shady characters always coming and going.
Alright, we do have one of our last items, namely the Nimbus Charm.
I can't be expected to remember where I leave every small object. Return that at once. At once, I say.
The words you were looking for are thank you, Constance. So yeah, we're not going to do the tournament this time because the Steel X Plus is just completely useless to us. The only weapons you will ever need in this game are Iron Plus and Killer Plus, and that's going to carry you through the entire game. If you're playing on Maddening, then maybe you want a Brave Lance or a Brave Plus weapon, but other than that, don't bother.